Gabby J.
Yay!
Fight! One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knockout.
Pizza cake!
Bear hugger. Fight!
Boo! 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 Boo!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knockout.
Pizza cake!
Hey, what's up, chat? Enemy is working on his mic. I'm just gonna talk to you while he is getting that going. Somebody tell me in Discord when he's got it on, and I'll turn mine off. But yeah, this is Piston Hurricane.
Fight!
All right, so as Afad Cthulhu said there, Piston Hurricane fight started, and fight not quite ending yet. He puts him down. Cartoon Coqui now picking up some steam, getting in there, and both of them putting Piston Hurricane right back down. Slightly faster for Cartoon Coqui. And we have ourselves a very tight race in the early goings here in Super Punch-Out. Coming up now to our champion of the minor circuit, Bald Bull. We all know him and love him.
Fight!
So both racers are going to be looking for counters and punching until they have that super. You see, they both got the super meter and almost exactly in sync. Put it down. Bald Bull for the first knockdown. This fight will go to 3 phases. Of course, the third phase, look for the Bull Charge. It should be coming up here very shortly, as both racers get Bald Bull down a second time.
Fight!
And here he comes, set up the Bull Charge. Oh, and down goes the Afad Cthulhu, and down goes... Looks like Cartoon Coqui went down as well. I think that's part of the setup. Yes, indeed. There goes Bald Bull. They know what they're doing, folks. And now it is on to the major circuit. Excuse me, the world circuit. No, the major circuit. I was right the first time. The major circuit. No, that's what they just did. The major circuit. We are... Oh, it looks like the... Yeah, okay, here we go. We are on the major circuit. We'll get it sorted. Bob Charlie coming up. The RNG competitor of the race. Both opponents are hoping that he will cooperate, stand there, and take a lot of punches. If not, they will have to deal with him as best they can. Like Bob's dancing a little bit for Cartoon Coqui. We'll see how Afad Cthulhu fares. Down goes Bob for Cartoon Coqui, and down goes Bob for Afad Cthulhu.
4, 5, 6. Fight!
So not too bad a movement there for the first cycle. Get a couple combinations in there. And Cartoon Coqui puts him down. And it looks like Afad Cthulhu will be following shortly. Oh, he got third phase. No! Denied. Bob Charlie down for the count. But his Cartoon Coqui is now on to Dragon Chan first. And coming right out of the blocks here, we're looking at some body shots. Going to be countering, trying to get him into dizzy status. Of course, one of the main differences from the original Punch-Out, or Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, is that the fighters in this game really cheat. You know, we'll see Dragon Chan, there you go, throwing some kicks. Totally legit in a normal boxing match, but that's okay, because down he goes on both screens. The kicks mean very little, especially for Cartoon Coqui, who gets the knockout. We'll see if Afata Cthulhu can dodge all these kicks and counter. There he goes, and that should do it. As Cartoon Coqui moves himself on over to Mass Muscle. And in the tradition of cheating, that will continue here with the Spit of Doom that can blind you and disorient our racers. They will be looking to avoid that throughout this one, as well as a headbutt. None so far for Cartoon Coqui, who is on to phase 2. Mass Muscle gets back up. Afata Cthulhu getting the fight started. Down goes Mass Muscle again for Cartoon Coqui. And that is it. Afata Cthulhu needs to pick up some pace here. Avoid this combination for Mass Muscle. Look to put him down. Here comes the spit. Avoided. The body shots come in and send him down. We see there Mr. Sandman coming up for Cartoon Coqui. In the first phase here, we got a series of punches that are going to lead to the dizzy knockdown you see set up right there. And down he goes. One knockdown in the books for Cartoon Coqui. Meanwhile, Afata Cthulhu still working on Mass Muscle here. Looks like he's just about to put him away for good. That should do it. The second knockdown is in for Cartoon Coqui on Sandman. And then he's going for his triple uppercuts. Looks like Cartoon Coqui is putting him down a third time, and that will close out the major circuit. You know what they're called now. And the TKO is in the book. Afata Cthulhu just getting the fight started. The Cartoon Coqui has already claimed both the minor and major circuit championships, and we'll be moving on to the world circuit here. And as they say, ladies and gentlemen, this is where business is going to pick up a bit. We'll be taking on Aaron Ryan here first for Cartoon Coqui, who not only shares a sprite, obviously differently colored, but a sprite shape to Piston Hurricane, but we're going to be using the same combo attack. In that power punch there. Now you got to watch out for Aaron Ryan's grab. He will hug the life out of you. Or at least hug your super meter down. There goes Sandman for Afata Cthulhu. As Aaron Ryan tastes the canvas for the first time. Getting the big super punch in there. Aaron Ryan looking to respond with that grab, but it is not to be. Ryan up for the third phase. Well, you see that life bar hanging out low. One more super will do it, and Aaron Ryan will go down for Cartoon Coqui. Has about a 1-fight lead over Afata Cthulhu right now, just getting the fight started here. One, two, three, four, five. And here we will see Heike Gagaro coming in for Cartoon Coqui. We'll be looking for a series of body blows here and a face punch leading to that dizzy knockdown in phase 1. And there it is. And simultaneous knockdowns, albeit on different opponents, for our two competitors. Phase 1 done for Cartoon Coqui. Players can always counter Heike with a left body. They can also decide to go for a flurry counter upon him, which is a bit risky. We have a second knockdown for Cartoon Coqui. And there's the third. The TKO is in the books. And once again, we have about a 1 fight difference here between our two competitors. We'll see if Fight Cthulhu can catch up here, if Cartoon Coqui can continue to build on their lead as we go into the Mad Clown fight. So Clown can do 3 things at the start of the fight: stand there, block you, or attempt to punch. And it looks like right now it is Cartoon Coqui who's getting some punches in. That nice combination with the big super punch to put him down for the first phase. And once again, look, we see the in-sync knockdowns and get-ups. And there we see Mad Clown absorbing that punch. I assure you that is intentional. Goes for the head grab, the boxing of the ears, juggling the invisible balls, and juggling himself down to the canvas for the second knockdown. Cartoon Coqui now looking to finish off Mad Clown as Fight Cthulhu is just getting started here. And there he goes. And that will take Cartoon Coqui into our final fight of the World Circuit. We will say hello to our old friend Super Macho Man.
1, 2, 3.
Meanwhile, Fight Cthulhu, that right hook putting him down. Mad Clown getting back up though, ready to do battle, and Fight Cthulhu ready to put him away. Meanwhile, Cartoon Coqui starting off the fight with Super Macho Man. He has a bit of RNG to him. In the beginning, he might have juked, but it looks like Coqui having no problems with him, putting him down for the first knockdown. And Macho Man's going to sit there for a second and think about it. There goes Mad Clown for Fight Cthulhu. He'll be moving on to Super Macho Man in just a moment here. As it looks like Coqui is going to be dealing with this exercise program C and fixing to avoid the Macho Punch and get his second knockdown of the contest.
Fight!
The flex for Fight Cthulhu starts the fight off, and now we are in exercise program A for a Cartoon Coqui. He's countering with his big right uppercut, and that will do it. The World Circuit is done. And we will be going on to the Special Circuit, which requires our players to go 4-0 in each of the circuits. Cartoon Coqui has done that. Fight Cthulhu is fixing to do that in just a moment here.
Fight!
Fight Cthulhu regaining his health there. Ready to put Macho Man away for good. And there you see the stats for Cartoon Coqui getting ready to start the Special Circuit. We'll be taking on Narcissus Prince here first. One of only 2 boxers in the game who have a unique sprite.
Fight!
They saved it for the Special Circuit. That's what's special about the Special Circuit. All right, we have 2 knockdowns on Super Macho Man for Fight Cthulhu. There's the third. He'll be moving on to the Special Circuit. Meanwhile, Cartoon Coqui looking to send Narcissus Prince down, and the hook to the body does it. Send him to the mat. And that will send him down for a second time. We will see if we have a phase 3 here. And we do not. He has skipped phase 3. And Cartoon Coqui now already moving on to the next fight, as Fight Cthulhu is just getting started himself on Narcissus Prince. And there's Hoy Carlo. And Hoy does what Hoy wants. If he wants to block and dodge, he's going to do that. And if he wants to be friendly, he will. And right now it looks like he's being pretty friendly for Coqui. Oh, there's some dodging. There, no, he dodged. He got dizzy and dodged himself right into a big old fist. And down he goes. So Coqui handling his business right now. And there you see some dodging from Hoy Carlo. That RNG coming into play. But it is not enough to avoid a thunderous left from Cartoon Coqui, who sends him to the mat. And just one knockdown, away. And moving on. And there we see again the 1 fight separation. As Narcissus Prince goes down for Fight Cthulhu, but Cartoon Coqui putting away Hoy Carlo and moving on for our penultimate match here. versus Rick Bruiser.
Hi, Carlo. Fight.
So Rick is of very little concern. He's a bit of a chump. The only thing that'll mess this up is if any punches are missed due to rushing or being late, but nothing missed there for Cartoon Coqui as Rick goes down. As long as he can keep this up, he'll be heading off to our championship match versus Brother Nick. There we go. Knockdown number 2.
1, 2.
Meanwhile, Hoy Carlo tasting the leather
7.
and falling hard on the canvas. Fada Cthulhu looking to keep pace, but now we have the conclusion of this fight. Rick Bruiser going down for a third and final time, and it will be Cartoon Coqui who gets first cracks at the champion Nick Bruiser. And now it is going to take a bit of a miscue here from Nick Bruiser, it looks like, to get Fada Cthulhu back into this one,
7, 8.
as he has still another knockdown yet to go on Hoy Carlo. Here comes Nick. Nick can do any of the 4 punches in the beginning: low left, low right, or high right. And players will try to counter this. So far, so good.
Pizza cake.
As we see the first knockdown for Cartoon Coqui. Hoy Carlo, meanwhile, tasting defeat at the hands of Fada Cthulhu, but it is Cartoon Coqui now, firmly in the driver's seat. About to
Fight.
send Nick Bruiser down a second time, and there he goes. And it is all over but celebrations here, folks. Three super body blows there from Cartoon Coqui, and the combination puts down the champ. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Cartoon Coqui earning the victory, not only against Nick Bruiser, not only against Super Punch-Out, but here in this race for Retrothon. And we congratulate him on his well-earned victory. We're now checking with Fada Cthulhu, who is putting down Rick Bruiser for the second time. He'll be closing this one out in just a few moments, folks, as he goes on to the final fight in his race.
Knockout.
And there's the new champion, RGL 2019. I like that name. Very nice. We appreciate that, Cartoon Coqui. The champion of Super Punch-Out for Retrothon 2019. Fada Cthulhu, not going away quietly. Let's see how he does against Nick Bruiser. Again, we're looking to avoid any of the 4 punches from Nick here at the start of the fight and counter. On Fada Cthulhu. There we go. Now he's got his rhythm a little bit. AK getting those hits in. But there we go. Was struggling to do some damage, but now has the super meter going. Nick walking back right into the big punch to the jaw. And eating a little canvas for his efforts. He's shaking it off, but we know what's going to happen, folks, don't we? Coming out for round 2, and Fada Cthulhu says, let's not waste any time. We're not getting paid by the hour. Oh, we may be getting paid by the punches here. That was a brutal knockdown for Nick Bruiser. Now Fada Cthulhu is going to battle his way back. Actually, look. Oh, and the 12-6 elbows from Nick Bruiser. Went to the boxing match and an MMA fight broke out. All right, AK trying to steady dodge here. Oh, he avoids the big punch and the knockdown is imminent. There it is. And AK looking to get a little bit of health back while he can during the knockdown phase. And now we're on to phase 3 here. 2 knockdowns for AK, 1 knockdown for Nick Bruiser. And looks like Nick is doing some work right here. The AK is coming back into this one. Has his super meter up and will be looking to unleash the fury. he tries to close this contest out. And there it is, the final punch to seal the victory over Nick Bruiser for Fight of Cthulhu. A heck of a race. And congratulations to him for closing it out through a little adversity, but again, we congratulate our champion here on Retrothon, Cartoon Coqui, taking home the victory in this race. And thank you to both of our competitors for taking on this challenge and putting on a great show for all of you wonderful folks out there watching in Retrothon land. Thank you all for watching. Stick around. We have a final fight too coming up right here. Coming up next. Uniracers shortly thereafter. And then one of my personal favorites, ActRaiser, a little bit later on tonight. But really, you want to stick and stay all week long because there's not a bad game on the list, if I do say so myself. And I do. That's it for me. Stick around for more Retrothon action here, ladies and gentlemen, right here on RGL TV.